Another picture that I need to turn from, in this case, a vertical all the way into an extreme horizontal picture to be able to use in a billboard layout. First step again, grab the name of the layer, pull down and let it go on this icon down here. That's normally for creating a new layer, but if you grab a layer and drop it on top, it makes a duplicate. Image, image size. Well, I normally know that I want this picture. Make sure that your resample button is off for this step during this kind of technique. I know that I normally want the picture to be 10 inches tall by 24 inches wide. I've been making a lot of these be a little bit taller so that I can zoom in. I noticed that this one has several extra inches of blank space that I think I'm going to need to crop out. So instead of making this one be 11 inches tall, I'm going to say maybe make it 12. Now I come to image and I pull down the canvas size. I tell it that I want it to be not just 24, or maybe not just 25, because I think I'm going to have to zoom in and crop it quite a bit in InDesign. Maybe I'm going to make this one be like 26 wide. I want all that space to go to the left, so I click on this arrow to shove all the extra space here to the left. Click OK. And compared to some of the other ones of these that I've been doing, I have a bigger problem this time. I only have this much good clean background, it's a tiny little amount, that I need to step and repeat for all of this. If I was to use the content aware scale, it's going to look incredibly stretched. If I was to copy and paste this little sliver here in small chunks, I wouldn't just do it in 1 or 2 chunks. I'd have to do it in like 10, 12. And that's going to mean I'm going to have 12 seams to fix vertically as I'm pasting these kind of really thin slices of background in them. Copy, paste, move. Every time I do this, I'm going to leave some type of a seam that I'm going to probably have to come in and fix. And this one could be 20. So I don't want to end up doing this. I'll throw that layer away. So instead I'm going to do something very, very different. I'm going to paint. I'm going to come on in here and use the eyedropper tool. And I'm not looking for the lightest color. I'm looking kind of for one of the darker colors that's in this gray. And I'm going to click on this one. It's loaded up in the foreground. And now what I'm going to come in and do is I'm going to get the paintbrush tool. Well, I could cheat and go get the rectangle tool. And I could fill this entire thing, maybe about here. Edit, fill with the foreground color, which is my special gray here. Click OK. Well, in the original picture over here, there's definitely a highlight, and then it gets a little bit darker. And here, it's just a solid gray. So what I can do to fix this, go get the paintbrush tool. It's still loaded up with this. And now come over here, and I'm going to paint. And I'm going to go ahead and fill in the entire rest of this dog with this particular color by coming along in here and doing this. I'm probably going to want to zoom in a little bit, slide the picture over some, maybe make the brush smaller and continue to fill in on this area here by painting in this darker kind of shade of gray. And I'm going to keep doing this even if it lightens the dog a little bit in here. It's probably too much. But I'm going to continue to play with this along in here. And ultimately, I've got a pretty nice seam in here. Actually, what I mean is I've got no seam anymore. So now my entire document is filled with this. So on this particular one, what I pretty much did was I just painted a solid background and I replaced some of the other background over here by doing that. One way to fix it so that I'm allowing myself more space to be able to write what I need to for the billboard.